Hello, my friends. Welcome to our Tuesday talk. Again, as usual, so excited to be here with you. I know today is a day of a lot of stuff that's happening. We always keep it on the positive here. There's no need to do any negative because there's so much negative outside and so much negative around us. But I know today is November 3rd, so many of you are whether you're going left or right, or maybe you have made your decision already. And regardless, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But again, welcome everybody here on our Tuesday talk. So happy, and it's my pleasure as usual to share with you and to hear from you. And the comments that you send me, things that you tell me face to face. Some of you I still want to be undercover. But I encourage you to share publicly so other people know your story so that they could get encouraged by you. And today I wanted to talk about something which we it's like the underline of everything that we're talking about, or that we talk about here on Tuesday Talks, which is get up and go get it. Right? I know, let me move the light here. I know many times we feel down and out. We feel disappointed. We feel discouraged. But guess what? We have to go get it. You have to go get it. I have to go get it. We have to be not expecting, but prepared. Prepare for disappointment. You have to be flexible. Nothing is perfect. Nothing in life is going to be exactly as you want it. So that's why we have to be prepared for disappointment. But guess what? You still go get it. You still go after it. Les Brown says all the time, if you fall, as long as you can look up, you could get up. And I love to hear that because, we always post in the little positive poems or phrases that people put. And, it says the one that goes around a lot is, it's not how many times you fall, is how many times you get up. So if you fall 7 times, you get up that 8th time and you go get it. And if, in case you didn't know, for some reason, human nature is to fight harder when you're down. That's why we like to see those movies with the underdogs. Movies like Rocky or, stuff like that. People that, even though we don't know them personally, but there's so many movies or biographies of people that have been down and out. That movie reminds me of The Pursuit of Happiness. When I went to a event and Eric Garner was there, which is the person who the movie is based on, he said that the movie doesn't even depict half of what he went through. That when we thought he was down and out, it was twice as much. But guess what? When we're watching the movie, we're rooting for him. We're like, yes, go ahead. When he's there trying to sell the product where he had that square box, whatever equipment that was, that he was trying to sell, and he was homeless. He was with a little child. But we're there rooting for him, just like we root for anybody else that we see as a down and out person. But guess what? We don't root for ourselves. And that is the underlying topic that here at Tuesday Talk we have all the time, because it doesn't matter how much you care for someone else if you don't care for yourself. I mean, of course, I don't mean it that way, like it doesn't matter, because it does matter. As human beings, we're here to help each other, to love each other, stretch out the hand for one another. That's what we're here for. We're not just here, to do for ourselves, but we also, just like we root for others, we have to root for ourselves. We have to go get it. Go get it. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, the beginning of the month. Right? This is our 3rd month. September, October, November. This is our 3rd month of this year that we're running on. What are you going to say? What are you going to be doing August next year, 2021? And I always say, I'm aware of what's going around us. Not only about politics and stuff like that, but the negativity, the pandemic that we have. I'm aware of all of that. But no matter that that's happening, we still have to keep on pushing. You still have to look towards your vision, We spoke about our goals, our dreams, and our vision. You have to envision yourself over there, right? So if you're feeling down and out, if you're feeling shattered that you lost, no, my friends, you got to get up and go get it. And we're not going to walk over there. We're not going to walk to our vision. We're not going to walk towards August next year. We're not going to stroll. We're not going to crawl. We're going to run, right? Whatever your pace, but if you running. Because if you make mistakes, the faster you get up and the faster you go, right? So we have to go get it. Now, like I was mentioning, yes, sometimes we're disappointed, but we have to be prepared for that because, like I was saying, nothing is perfect. If anything that is constant is change. So when you think you're going like this, all of a sudden, this way, that happens. Well, that's life, my friends. We cannot complain about it. We shouldn't be whining about it. That is life. Life is constantly changing. So we now have to be flexible and change along with it as we go into our path, as we envision ourselves over there. Whatever your over there is. Because I always use the same examples like the boxer or, the actor, the singer. But I want to say today, whatever your vision is, again, I'm always biased towards business, but it doesn't have to be business. Not everybody wants to conduct business. And I admit that, that I'm biased towards it, but I also recognize that you might not want to be in business for yourself. But whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you envision yourself doing, my friend, you have to go get it. You definitely have to go get it. Again, welcome for everyone that's coming on here on our Tuesday talk, November 3rd, my friends. There is only 50-something days to the end of the year. 2020 is done. Hi, Chanel. Hi, Bella, and hi, everyone. Thank you for saying hello. The year is done. 2020 is done. Everything that came with 2020 is done. But guess what? 2021 is going to bring its own things. I know we're hearing a lot in the media, our friends and the news, everybody posting, oh, I can't wait for 2021. I can't wait for 2021. But what are you doing to make 2021 different? Are you starting to run? Are you starting to go get it? Because wishing that 2021 come with the same mindset of 2020 is not going to make a difference. What do you think? You agree with me? It's not going to make a difference. We speak all the time about changing our mindset. As a matter of fact, last week we spoke about it. It's our own mindset. So irregardless that 2021 come or that 2020 is ending, unless you change and start running and go for it, nothing is going to change. It's just going to be another page in the calendar. Just like over the weekend, saving daylight, right? Unless you change, it's going to be the same thing. You have to change your clock. So, nowadays our phone, they change on their own. But unless you change, it would have been the same thing. You would have gotten up at the same time, maybe be late to work. So now, the key here is, or what I want to drive to you today, is that we have to go get it. We have to go get it. Simple as it is. Whatever it is that you want, we have to go get it. Okay, we already written down our goals. We already have written down pros and cons, why we want to do it, what's good for us. Talk to people that have done what you want to do so you could get encouragement, or that you could get learn from their mistakes, right? You envision yourself. All of that is well. But when are you starting to run? When are you getting out of that funk, F-U-N-K, and start running? And the reason I say that, as usual, I've been there. Anything I say, I'm not dreaming it. I've been there. I've been in situations at time in my life that I'm so disappointed that I stopped doing, which is a big mistake. But guess what? Also, the experts say, I'm not an expert, but the experts say that most of us, when we're on our lowest, that's the more we do. Or that's where our brains start kicking. But guess what? You have to start. It's your brain or your subconscious, right? I'm sure you've heard. Let me give you an example, and I always use pop culture because we all, it's all in front of us. We are aware of it. Everybody knows about pop culture. You can't even see the news without getting a report about pop culture, which has nothing to do with the news. But let me give you a great example. Almost everybody knows Adele, the singer, and the British singer. When she came out with her album, the best songs that she ever written came from where? A heartbreak. Right? And she's not the only one. And not even because she's in pop culture. But many people, for example, Steve Jobs, or, well, no, that's with Apple or with Microsoft, when they were either fired from their jobs or broken relationship or broken partnership, that's when they came up with the best idea that we are taking advantage of today. So my friend, if you're feeling disappointed, if you're feeling down, I'm not talking about mental issues, don't get me wrong, I'm not an expert, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm talking about that feeling of disappointment when you were working on something and it did not come out as you wanted. That's the disappointment I'm talking about. That's the feeling I'm talking about, right? Well, now that you tried and it didn't work, you just have to get up, dust yourself, and keep on going. Because now is where you're going to get your best ideas. Now is where you're going to get the strength. It's like when you were a child and you were trying to ride bicycle and you fell down, but you're going to master it. You kept getting up and going in that bike, and you kept getting up and going in that bike because you wanted to master that. Something as simple as riding a bicycle. Well, the same thing with your goals, whatever it is that you're working on. Now is not the time to stay in that stupor. Now is not the time to stay in that funk. Now is the time to get up and run for it. Go for it. Now is the time. Now, this time in your life, yes, we are aware of what's going on around us. From the pandemic to politics, from things that are happening, so much crime. But guess what? If you do not get up and run for it, you are keeping us from your glory. From whatever it is that we need you. Whatever it is that you're planning, whatever your goal, like I said, if you want to be a teacher, and it was giving, you didn't know when to go, which school to go, or if that was your path, but then you decided it is, well, get up and do it. Go to school, get your degree, come and teach, because guess what? You're going to be the best teacher. And sometimes the best teachers were the worst students, because they could relate to the new students and they could help them be better people in society. So whatever it is, whoever told you you can't, whoever think that they're counting you down, forget that. Remember, we said what people think about you is none of your business. And those who think about you in a negative way are people that have no measure in your life. Because people that really care for you, they're not going to bring you down. They might not agree, but they're not going to pull you down. So guess what? You get up and run. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. It's November 3rd. The 3rd day of November. Next week. It's going to be the 10th, the 17th, the 21st. November done. Thanksgiving, Christmas, 2021. So let's not wait till January 1st, 2021 like we've done years past. Let's not, it doesn't matter whether if it's working out, losing weight, eating healthy, or stop doing things that are not good for your body, or your health. If the doctor tells you stop eating salty stuff, stop eating salty stuff now. Don't wait till January 1st. It's time to go get it. You that are there, and I know if you're still with us and you're still listening, or if you're watching the replay and you're still listening, I know you're still here because you have an idea. You have a plan. And you have put it down in writing. Maybe you have even made the business plan. Maybe you're creating a new something, whatever widget it is. It's time to do it now. It's time to start running with it now. Not January 1st. You know why not January 1st, 2021? Because when you beat your eyes, it's going to be January 1st, 2022. You don't see how quick this year has gone by? You don't see how 2020, even though so many things have happened and it has been slower, we have been home, we haven't been working like we used to, we haven't been those who party or, sports, events. It's supposed to have seemed like the year was slower because we were doing less, we were just laying about. Maybe just watching TV. But you see how the year done? The year is done, my friends. So guess what? You have to go get it, starting today. If you've been with us for the last couple of months, we started our year September 1st. We started our 12-month run. So that when the end of August, there's two things that you can say. Only two. You're going to say, wow, what a year. Or you're going to say, wow, another year. Which one of the two are you? Are you going to be excited because you're going to be closer to your goal? Because don't get me wrong, things don't happen overnight. I don't want to give you that impression. I know that. But time waits for no one. We know that. We hear that in songs and poems and everything. So then why continue waiting? Time is ticking. Well, then you tick too. Time is going. Well, then you go too. On your journey from that lump of coal to being a diamond, a lot of things going to happen. That's why I tell you have to be prepared for change, prepared for disappointment. But guess what? Dust off yourself and keep on going. My friends, keep on going. Because if not, next year, this time, we're going to be on our second year towards our journey. And if you don't do things that you need to do to get you closer to your dream, you're going to be there. Oh, I wish I would have. Why didn't I? Excuse me, I got hiccups. You're going to say, why didn't I? That's why we're here on Tuesday, to encourage each other. To encourage each other, to strengthen each other, to motivate each other. So that next year, we could report to one another and say, you know something, I remember September 2020, October, November 2020, I started that idea. I started my journey. I went back to school. If you want to start school in January, those of you that want to go to college, university, vocational school, or to get a certificate, you don't wait till January 1st to start putting yourself together. You do it from now. So when the day comes that you got to report, you're ready. You register from now. You buy what you need to buy from now. If you need to put more money together, you do it from now. You don't wait till then to find out how much it is and then you don't have it and you have to worry about it. No, you start from now. Whatever it is. Again, I talk about business all the time. It could be, like I said, going back to school. It could be buying a house, building a house. It could be buying a car. If August 2021, you want the car of your dreams, you can't wait till August 2021 to go see how much it costs, what does it take for you to have it, what kind of mileage it gives you, um, all of that kind of stuff. You start from now. I have a dear friend that says that anytime he gets a $5 bill, and I know it's hard because most of us don't have cash in hand anymore. We always have our debit card. And now with Apple Pay and all that kind of stuff, again, I'm not endorsing anyone. I don't get paid for any of this. I'm just giving you an example. But if anytime, he said that anytime he got a $5 bill in his hand, he would put it in a jar. Because he had a goal to buy something. So whenever you know how sometimes we go to the store and we ask for cash back. Well, I don't, but many people do. You ask for cash back and tell them to give you a 10 and 2 5s. And put that 5 in that jar. If you have a goal of buying something, you'll be surprised. And he took every time a $5 bill came through his hand. Let's say he had $7. He would put the 5 in the jar and keep the $2 in his hand. And at the end of that year, my friends, I really don't remember how much he had. He did tell me, but it was ridiculous amount. Because it wasn't that he was saving $5 a week or $5 a month. It's every time a $5 bill came through his hands. I know it's hard for some of us because we're working on our finances, or, oh, Elaine, you don't understand. I don't make much money. But what's more important? Your future, your goal, where you're going, you're running towards you envision yourself, or that $5. We have to go for it. Let's do that challenge. I know some of you are going to say no, but I know a couple of you are going to tell me, I'm going to do that challenge. I'm going to do it. Like I said, I hardly have cash in my hands, but I'm going to make it a habit. Even if somebody gives me a tip in my place of business. And if they give me a 10, I will break it so that I get, you program in your mind. Program in your mind that it's a $5 that you need. So every time that you get a $5 bill, you put it away. Alice says that she will have them. She will do it. Who else is with me? Thank you, Alice, for that. And that is all. It's all about programming. Right? We've spoken about changing our mindset. If we don't change our mindset, if you keep thinking the same way you're doing, if you keep thinking the same way you're thinking, doing the same thing you're doing, going to the same places you're going, nothing is going to change. That's if you want to change, if you want to go for it, if you want to reach your goal, whatever you envision. If you don't, my friends, if you're just coming on because you appreciate the encouragement and the positiveness away from the negative out there, that's fine. Remember, this is judgment-free area, like Planet Fitness. This is judgment-free. Maybe you're comfortable where you are. You're fine. Well, that's fine. If you're happy, if you're comfortable where you are, that's fine. Whatever it is you're doing, but for those of you, or those of us that want to go from that lump of coal, and we are in our journey, and maybe somebody just getting started, maybe somebody just woke up and said, wait, I got to change. If that's you, welcome to our journey. And we're going to encourage you, we're going to motivate you and push you as much as we can. Get out of that box, people say, right? Have you heard that? Oh, think outside the box all the time. I know everybody has heard it. But guess what? What if I tell you there is no box? There was never a box. They were just wanting to keep us in that box. It's like an imaginary box. Yes, there's certain things in life that, there's rules and there's laws. Okay, fine. But there's no such thing as saying you have to walk this way to get there. I always give the example from where I'm at to Miami. It's 4.5 hours. Let's say 5 hours to make it easier. From where I'm at, from where I live to Miami, Florida, is 5 hours. And guess what? There's more than one route to get there. And whichever route you take, give or take, it's going to be the same time. That's why I said there's no box. No one could tell me that I must go on 95. I can go on 95 to Miami, but it's no such thing as I must, unless every other road is blocked. So you cannot put me in that box because you want me to go on 95. So my friends, keep that in mind. Think about it today, this afternoon, this evening. You wake up tomorrow morning, refresh, and remember what I said. I want you, when you get up, you stretch yourself and you say, there's no box. There's no box. Whatever there is you that you put in your subconscious mind. And then it comes to light because you let it go in. Let me give you an example. Those of us that have been to the circus, or to a circus, you've seen an elephant, a huge, majestic elephant. Gorgeous. I mean, these animals are gigantic, right? Or maybe in any particular zoo. And what's holding them in that spot? Especially in the circus. Isn't it a little chain wrap around this big nail, or this big piece of, maybe a piece of tree? I can't bring the word now, but it's not a tree, but you know what I mean. And you're thinking, what if that elephant pulls hard and breaks the chain and runs off, tramples all kind of people? I know it crossed your mind. You've seen it in movies, at the circus, in the zoo, maybe in these places, I don't want to call their names, but that they have the animals cage and stuff like that. Well, why do you think that elephant does not pull that chain and breaks the chain and run off? Because it has been conditioned from the time it was a baby elephant, when the chain was too big for it to pull. So that's how they keep their mind, or their subconscious, they don't think like us, but you know what I'm trying to say, in that box. So as that elephant grows, it's had that chain on its foot from the time baby elephant, because that's how they're training it. That's how they put him in that box. Now he's this huge, majestic animal, and he can't get away, because in his mind, from the time that he first tried, when he was a young elephant, he couldn't pull away. So guess what? He can't go for it. Even if animals would think like we do, because they are by instinct. They don't have a conscious mind like we do. But if his instinct was telling him, pull so I could go, he can't, because he's been conditioned. He's been in that box. So now I'm telling you that box that society wants you to be in does not exist. Now don't get me wrong, there's rules, there's laws, there's things we have to abide by and follow, especially with crime and stuff like that. You can't just go in a store, pick up something and go out. But as far as your dreams and goals, your aspirations, where you envision yourself, there's more than one way to get there. So I want to tell you today, before I go, you got to go for it. I'm telling you. You have to go for it. Leave room for disappointment. Leave room for failure, because that's life. There's no way around it. But guess what? If you could look up, you could get up. Like my friend Les Brown tells me all the time. Again, thank you for being with us today. I want to encourage you. If you have heard anything that makes sense to you or that has helped you, please do not hesitate to share this video with someone else. You don't know where they're at. You don't know where they're at in their life. A lot of us walk about with a smile, but on the inside, we're not good. So if you're, like my friend Josefina says, if you're not comfortable where you're at, if you're If you want more out of life, let's go get it. Let's go get it, my friends. So I also want to encourage you to join our group. Our Facebook group is You Are Diamond, for daily motivation, inspiration, and encouragement. All but positive. Here and there may be a joke. No foul language, no negativity. And we encourage you to share positive things in it. Of course, we have a screening process because we want to make sure that we don't put any negative in it. But don't let it just be me and Bella sharing on the group. I know we have a few friends that are starting to share, but share your positiveness. So it's for daily motivational inspiration and encouragement. No negative. As usual, at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and put the link on the bottom of on the comments. And if you are new with us and never have been on our Tuesday talk, I will also put the YouTube link where I have decided to put all of the videos that we've had for the last few months. Not all of them, some of them for some reason I'm not able to upload, or some of them I did not record them and did not save them properly. But at least if there's a particular topic you want to go back and listen to, if you want to share it with somebody and that person is not on Facebook, they're on YouTube. So this one today, I'll go ahead and share it on YouTube. And if you follow me there, if you subscribe, I much more appreciated. But again, it's just to keep each other motivated and encouraging each other. So like I always say, bye for now, my friends. And don't forget to click like, share, and at the end, it will ask you to notify me when Ellie Mae goes live. That way you don't miss me next time. It's okay if you're watching the replay, we still love you. All right? Bye for now, my friends.